Well, dude, here we are, Zagreb, Croatia. I've no idea why he couldn't have got us closer on the plane. Freaking miles away. It's all the way down south, Šibenik, but it's greener. He couldn't organise a piss up in a brewery, but we're here. New adventure, halfway through a season, relegation battle. I'm proper excited. And you do know, mate, right? There's this amazing shower facility here. You can get changed and everything. New clothes, have a wash. You ever heard of that? Yeah? You're a scruffy git. I swear down, I've no idea how you pull them supermodel worldly girlfriends. But you do. They must love cheesy nuts. Maybe, yeah. But yeah, well, we're getting down there. Eh? Helicopter? Limousine? No idea what Greeno's doing. Oh, here we go. Speak of the devil.
Right, mate. You did it. You got a job in Croatia. I can't believe that Šibenik, not only did they want you, but they waited for you. It's madness. But well done. Well done. And also, well done staying in Latvia, getting that win bonus for me. You know, well, it was like 500 quid. It was like barely worth it. But 500 quid in my pocket. Thank you very much. So, I know you've just landed. I've sent you a pin to where your personal chauffeur is waiting for you. It's a 4-hour journey, so I've sorted you out some proper luxury, mate. Enjoy. Catch you later.
Well, that's exciting. Fair play, Greeno. So have you got it? Yeah? You know where we're going? Let's go. Now, are you sure this is where the pin says to come on the map? Really? There's no limousine, no helicopter, no chauffeur. Are you sure? It's a freaking bus stop, innit? We're catching the bus, aren't we? 4-hour bus drive. Wanker. What? Have I seen what? Yeah, Tinder. You're going to be all over that, aren't you? What? The cheeky... Honestly, has he put my name on an ad board? He's taking piss. I bet he's took all the money for this, hasn't he? Get him on the phone. Welcome to episode 4 of the Road to Anywhere, mine and your Journeyman adventure. As always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and get involved in the comments. Become a patron if you want to keep the channel running smoothly, get the wife off my back. But most of all, thank you for your view. If you are brand new, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you all hit the notification bell. You won't miss any of the series or any other content I ever get round to doing, if I ever get round to doing it. So here we are, yeah. As you know, if you've seen episode 3, which I assume you have, they offered me the job right near the end of the season and were nice enough to wait. Greeno took the piss out of me, but I'll be honest with you, I was quite surprised because it's quite a jump in league rep from the Latvian league to this league. This is a good league with good clubs, great history, great footballing nation with great players. So it was quite a jump, and the fact they waited for me, I'll be honest, I was shocked, but they have, and this is my first day in the job at, now, I have been calling them Šibenik, but I've checked the pronunciation on Google. Apparently it's Šibenik. Šibenik. I'll try and remember. I'll probably get it wrong. But there, this is a club with fantastic kits. Reminds me of the old Dundee United days from my Dundee United rebuild, but with definitely up to gear. Stadium, club, everything, and I'm super excited. So if we go onto the general page, we'll notice that they have spent a lot of time in League One, but not so long ago they weren't. Obviously the last couple of years they've been a bit hit and miss, but they've not got anywhere near the top of that league. And of course they're 10th at the minute. They've sacked their manager and they've waited for me. Got a big job in my hands here. Only half a season pretty much, just over half a season, but it's a big job, isn't it? So I can't pronounce the stadium name. It's a bit of a shithole. I'm not gonna lie. It's obviously a lot bigger, 5 times as big as Supernova Stadium, but it's still a bit dump. It's in Šibenik, which is in South Croatia. Now, Croatia is a beautiful place. Now, I've never been. The wife has been, and she said we've always got to go one day because she loved it. She's gone on holiday there. I've been on holiday to Montenegro. Well, I'm going to show my age. I went on holiday to Yugoslavia. I might have talked about this in the past, maybe. Probably mentioned it if I've ever been in this part of the world. But I went on holiday to Yugoslavia just before the war broke out, and it was beautiful. And I remember this beautiful place we went to, and about 6 months later we got home and my dad's called us into the front room saying, look at the news. And obviously the war had broken out, and this beautiful town we stayed right next to had gun turrets everywhere, was getting shot it was insane, really. So yeah, I have been, and it's a beautiful part of the world, beautiful water in the ocean. I remember that, crystal clear. But it's just lovely. I'm buzzing to be here, and Šibenik looks like an amazing place. Can we turn this club around? I don't know how long we're going to be here. I don't know what's going to be in front of me, but I will take it on with all my skill, do everything I can possible to get them up and running. When it comes to the history, they've not got tons. I think the PRVANL is the league below. Obviously, they won that a couple of years ago. But they've never won anything major, so they've not got this old history from back in the day. I think they used to play in the Yugoslavian league, had different sections, I think, as well. I'm not too sure, to be fair. But I do know they used to play in some form of Yugoslavian league. But forget that. It's all about now. And let's start with the finances. They look okay. They're overspending on wages. There's a bit of a transfer budget, but I'm not going to do anything with that. And there's some money in the bank, but even though we'll have a transfer window, my plan is to not touch that. My plan was to work with what I've got. Let's maximise these lads as much as I possibly can with my tactic, training, all that stuff, and see if we can survive, and then assess that squad at the end of the season and see who I like, who I don't, see who can get rid of, see who comes through. Plus, we'd have a youth intake, which we're super excited about. Hopefully it was a good one. They want me to finish mid-table. I think that's a bit of pressure, really, when you look at where we are and get to the latter stages of the cup. They're reserving judgment on that. Now, they do judge me on the cup, even though this club got knocked out of the cup weeks ago. I mean, look at this. Are they taking the piss? Board are very disappointed with the club's vision progress. Nothing to do with me, you cheeky bastards. I thought I'd share this with you as well, the news when they hired me. Apparently it sparked lots of heated debate about I Love Ballsack joining the club. Now, I think obviously we've done well, but I was a bit surprised that they offered it me and waited for me. But you know, I'm going to go for it. It's a Journeyman. I think it'd be great. I think it's going to be a great country. It could be great for us if we can turn this around, but can I? One thing I was hoping I could do was sort the staff out. Now I do quite a bit, although we've got too many coaches and we're allowed, which is always annoying. That means I don't want to get rid of any. But I could bring performance analysts in to help out. I need to get some scouts in, so I'll do a bit of scouting, because obviously I'm going to stick with this squad, and then obviously at the end of the season, if I'm still in a job, I want to have a bit of knowledge so I can rebuild, hopefully, sort the medical out if I can, expand if I can. That's pretty much it, because I think I'll need this to help me as much as possible. Because we are 10th, they are bottom of the league on the 17th of November. One promising thing was, though, is I've got a lad called Ivan Delic, who's joint leading goal scorer. He's a big pressing forward, so that's promising. We've got a guy, obviously, that can score goals. We just need to reorganise, and I think I'm going to go on the Erik Ten Hag model. You know, he's took over a squad at United in real life. We've brought in Casemiro, Eriksen, don't get me wrong, and a few others, but he's turned some of these guys who were shit last year into what they should be, and I think that's what I like to do. Get them in, get them organised, you know, bollock them when they need bollocking, sort the training out, get the right set piece takers in, all that good stuff. Pick their ass when needed, and push them, and hopefully I can push them. Mid-table, I've no idea. I had no idea. You don't know what you're coming into, do you? I mean, the league's been running for a couple of years. Obviously, Dynamo and Hajduk Split are good. That team I can never pronounce in third are good. Another team in fourth are good. But can we beat the others? That's the important thing. So this has been their season so far. Now, they started brilliantly. They won 2-0, and then look at that. Wow. Obviously, they get knocked out the cup, and I'm getting blamed for it. Knocked out the cup in September. I don't even think... Had they offered me the job then? I don't even think they had. And I'm getting shouted at for it. And then they've won one more game against Istra, 1961. Christ. We're up against Rudes, who are 7th. I was hoping to come out the blocks fast and just pick up as many points as possible. I'm not bothered about anything. Just don't want to get relegated. Now, I'm not going to go for every single player. There's a ton of them. This is my first team squad, arranged by ability. We've got a second team here, which ain't huge, but it's look like some good young promising players. I might use a few, and then this is the under-19s. Again, promising players, and if we have a good youth intake, could get even better. But that's what I want to do. I want to just assess what I've got. Let's see if they can survive, and then it's survival of the fittest, isn't it, really? See who performs for me in my tactic. Who do I like? Who don't I like? I mean, next summer's going to be tough for me. A lot harder than this season. I'm going to have more football to play, but I'm really going to get to that pad of mine, make a lot of notes, really try and pick apart. Do I really need you? kind of cash in on you, try and generate as much money as possible to reinvest. I mean, ideally, I will get to the end of the season, not get relegated, have my favourite 11, scrap the rest of them, have a good young 11 side to back us up, and bring in 11 players. I mean, that's the dream. So, of course, they weren't a favourite in this league anyway. They were only predicted to be 7th, but, you know, they've bottled it, haven't they? They're down there, struggling. So, can we change it around? Well, let's get into it. Let's jump forward. Well, by the 1st of January, we were 7th, where the bookies got us. I'm happy with that. Ivan Delic is still at the top of the goal scoring charts, and I've just realised I never showed you any of my good players because I was chatting away. So we'll have a look at some of them in this bit. I just forgot. I've had a busy day. I've lost my driving licence. My mum's car broke down. I've had to go and jumpstart that. My wife got lost. I had to phone her up and direct her somewhere. And I don't think I'm going to get this video out on time. If you get it on a Monday, it might be late. You might get it on a Tuesday. But 7th, ain't bad. Look at that. First game. It's that new manager syndrome, and it happens in real life all the time. New manager comes in, everyone wants to impress. And we battered Rudes 4-0. I'm thinking this is going to be easy peasy. But then we lost 2-1. We beat Jarun, who aren't great, 1-0. Got battered off them, 3-0. And then won again 2-1. Then you have the winter break. Looks like you get about a month off. So I've organised a couple of friendlies there. The organised one, I wasn't happy with it. I've cancelled that, got 2 new ones, and it'll be back to it. So let's have a look at some of my best players. You might notice my best player is only 17 years old. Carlo Lukic. That's what I'm going for. Young defender. Contracted for 3 years. We need to be keeping hold of him and building a team around him. We've got Mr. Burgu. Looks alright, doesn't he? Can play on both wings. Spanish. Mr. Rom. 26-year-old right back. I mean, this is what I want to do. I just want to get to the end of this year and just pick my best guys. You've got Mesa. Ain't bad. Colombian. And that's another thing with the foreigners. Well, again, I forgot. We'll have a look at the rules in a sec. But I want to work out and maximise that foreigner thing as well. Do you know what I mean? Marcos Mina. Let us look at him. Left back. Matic. Mislav Matic. He's not bad, is he? Where's the guy who's scoring me goals? All the way down here. Ivan Delic. Now, he looks alright. He's all round decent, I'm guessing. He's scoring goals in this league, which is important. He's a pressing forward, which is great for me. I like to press in my tactic. So here we are with the rules of the Supersport HNL. There's like a playoff relegation, but it's similar in a way. 36 games to the last league we were in. Played each other 4 times. Substitutions 5 from 12. Pretty standard. Got Champions League qualifier at the top. Then it's Europa League, Europa Conference League, Europa Conference League. So you're getting top 4. That's got to be the aim before we go in here, have a bit of Europe. But it's a lot of work to do before we get anywhere near them. League sorting rules. I quite like this. Results between teams. I played with a save with my mate years ago, and we didn't know that. I don't know if it still is. You might be able to tell me in Italy. I think it used to be like that in Italy. I should know because I've played a lot of Italian football. But we'd finished the season level on points, but he'd done better against me. And I had better goal difference. I was top at league and he won the league. I was devastated. He absolutely loved it. So the squad can have no more than 6 non-EU players. That's all right. The match squad must have at least 6 players trained in Croatia. No one under 17 can play. That's a bit rubbish. So I've saved the staff for now because I did get to expand it a bit and fill it out a bit and flesh it out. And it's massively improved, as you can see. We brought another scout in, filled all the slots, pretty much the slots I want to fill in. It could be better, and hopefully it will be. Just got to stay in this league because I've definitely got to stay in this league because I've got some good young players who need new contracts. Like got a year or 2 left, and I want to get them to stay because I might use quite a few of them in my first team squad. I might give people a chance next year, but they won't sign until we are safe in this league. The money's gone. I've not spent anything on myself. No facilities, no nothing. Obviously, I brought in staff. I think I've given out a couple of contracts to first team players who asked for them, so they weren't bothered about us being in the league or not. So I'm hoping. I've no idea what this club's like. Will I get any investment? Will we get anything? Will I have to build a team around these youngsters? And I think that could be fun. If I end up getting into the summer and I've got no money, or if I can generate some great, I've got so much potential. What have I got to lose? So maybe wing it for a season with a lot of 17-year-old, 18-year-olds. It might be fun. It might shock the world. And the thing that's making me feel that way is this was the youth intake. It was awesome. Excellent group of players. Look how many elite talents I've got. Look at him quickly. I mean, obviously they're not breaking the bank with it. Look at him, by the way. Christ. I mean, how old is he? He's not going to be able to play, is he? Assholes. So you know what I mean? This is promising. You got to give them games, haven't you? I mean, and that's just them. I've got top talents. Good talents. I mean, I just signed a lot. Well, what about the league? Well, we're 6. We're safe. Everything's good. We're going into episode 5. Still at Šibenik. Still doing well, hopefully. Still with the league's leading goal scorer, just. Hopefully you can hang on in this last game. Dynamo, of course, have won the league. I was surprised that Hajduk Split, that's what they called in it, finished 3rd, but it is what it is. They're our rival, you know, and they're not happy when you get beat off them. Having a rival that's one of the best teams in the country when you're us, it's not fair. Why couldn't my rival be Rudes or Jarun, who we're playing away today in the last game of the season? But it's not been perfect, and even the press and everyone aren't like bumming me. They're not up my bottom, loving me. I mean, the board have given me a B- so far. That was down to a C at one point. But it's been pretty tough. But look at that, concerned about the 2-1 league defeat against Hajduk Split. Now, this is where I think we're just lacking that bit of quality, because in some big games, we ain't been bad. So this is the season. You can see from the friendlies after the winter break, and I didn't win a game for absolutely ages, but we drew games, which ain't too bad. Got battered off them, which is fair enough. But in some games, we've done well, you know. I'm trying to find some for you. So Rudes, obviously we beat them, but they're down there. That was a great game, to be fair. Dynamo beat us, but only scored. This is the start of it, I think. Only scored in the 95th minute. Then we played our arch rival, who annihilated us, of course, and we played them. Yeah, that was it. We were winning. And I'm thinking, this is amazing. And then it all collapsed. Rival game, this one, that was it. Again, winning away from home, collapsed near the end. Maybe it's a fitness issue, quality issue, concentration issue. But it's happened a few times. But then I just started picking up wins. Look at that. Beating 2 top teams, drew with them, and I've just battered Rudes 4-0. It's like things had started to click into gear a bit, but we've done all right. I'm very happy. We're not getting relegated. I've got a new season to look forward to, and I've got one of my favourite things to do, and that is completely rebuild. Now, we haven't got a lot of greens to shout about. I mean, they've been playing well recently. You can see that in the last 5 game form. But I really want to look into this, see who are like attribute-wise, who's really done well for me. I think this probably going to have to delve into this squad and decide what I want more than anything, and just see who can I cash in. And do I really need you? Maybe there's a foreigner there that I could maybe get £1 million for. I've got a really good young player. I'll just give him a chance instead. Maybe try and generate a lot of money. Give a lot of youth a chance. Obviously, I'll bring a player in if I find the right one. I mean, then use that money to try to start improving this club. Because we've done well here. I think with me in charge at the start of the season with this squad, could have been top 4. I mean, look at the games we've won in the second half of the season compared to the previous manager. And I love my tactic. I've improved the staff, done all the training, sorted all the coaching assignments out, sorted all the set piece takes out. Obviously, every game I'm playing, it's me as the manager, and I think I improve them and push them. Doesn't always work. This kind of annoying me, and this is what I meant. The press aren't loving me exactly. Even though I've spoken to him in the press conference, that's the only time I talk to him. The rest of the time, my assistant can deal with that shit because it's so boring. Same repetitive questions. And when you play the game as much as me, you just can't be arsed with it, I'll be honest with you. But this was on the 11th of May. Unspectacular start for the Šibenik manager. 20 games into his life at his new club, and the jury still remains out. They were bottom of the league. We've won games. The guy's still scoring goals. He probably scored even more goals with me in charge. And we're 6th. So here we are, away from home in the final game of the season against a team that's bottom, been relegated. But you know, I know there's not always something to play for. There's not always a cup final, a league title. But you know, it's where we've come in, and yeah, I want to win because we've been on a great run of form recently. We've been doing really, really well. I mean, we could end up 5th. So yeah, I've actually promised this video out on the Monday, and I'm pretty sure it will be out on the Monday, but I work splits, and I had enough time to get home, get this filmed, edited, and uploaded to YouTube for my usual 5 o'clock UK time release date. But like I said, Well, it started off with me personally. So when I went to get petrol last night, I think I've dropped my driving license because my wallet collapsed, and they haven't got that. Also on the Thursday last week, obviously when I had to go to the hospital get this treated properly, I forgot to cash in. So I had to go upstairs to finance, and I was in there for ages trying to, tell them I haven't robbed the money, I just forgot to pay it in. I was in the freaking hospital. Ooh, we got a corner. So I had to pay that in. That took ages. Then on my way home, my wife's like, I've got to go to this meeting. I don't know where it is. I'm really scared because it's a massive place and I can't work it out. And the sat-nav don't tell me. Alright. So I had to come home, work it all out on a map for her. Put a pin on it. It's not hard. Follow that. And then my mum rings me. My car battery's flat. I've got to pick your nephew up in an hour. What am I going to do? So I had to drive down to her house, jump start a car. So I'm hoping I can at least get this filmed, edited a bit, finish work at a decent time. I'll get home, finish it off. But if it comes out on the Monday, if you're watching it live, go on. Robin Gonzalez. Yeah, so if it's out, it might be like 7 p.m, 8 p.m. A bit later than normal. I don't want to push it to Tuesday. I don't, because I'm off Tuesday. So I get up Tuesday morning. My kids are both at school and nursery. I've got no wife because she's away tonight and there's bloody another conference in Newcastle. So I could just play and get through a freaking... My aim is to get through another season in a day so I can get episode 5 out as quick as possible. For you guys and for me, because I love it. So, yeah. We are 6. We're both on 43 points. I'm not bothered. If we finish 5th, would be pretty cool. Wouldn't it? You know what I mean? From 10th to 5th. Pretty respectable. Touching distance of Europe. We'll see what we can do next year, but I am proper G'd up for this, well excited to strip this squad, try and make some money, give some of these kids a chance, because the star ratings are next level. I've got a great young defender. I've got other young defenders come through this year. If he can turn 17 quickly, we'll be alright, because that's pissed me off. Why can't he play? He's 16, he looks good, doesn't he? Let him play. It's half time here at Giron. Do you reckon I've got that right? Probably not. We've both had 6 shots. We only had 1 on target. My buddy went in. Come on, boys. Now, I would be doing myself a disservice as a Manchester United fan if I did not mention in this video of the derby that we beat City 2-1. I know there's all this to-ing and fro-ing about, was it offside, that first goal? I don't care if it was offside. Bounced off the referee, who then laid it on himself to Bruno Fernandes. I don't care. We beat him, and it was just good. I feel like we're turning a corner here, and I don't think we're anywhere near done. We get a new owner, and the manager gets the money, a few more transfer windows. You all better be worried. You better be worried, because Ivan Delic is on fire. So yeah, I'm very happy. It's nice to win a derby. I think we lost the last 3. A few City fans are like, oh, it's like you win a cup final. No, it's derby day. Buzzing. It's mint. It's a great feeling. I'll do that because I'm chatting. And we're winning 2-0. But yeah, I mean, one thing I've always said I think I like about my tactic is I've turned so many strikers who were good into better. I think just score. Whoever plays up front for me seems to score goals. I'll never forget, and you might not either, if you watched last year's Journeyman, that when I was in China and my striker had 5 finishing. I think he still he still scored like 30 odd goals. Yeah, I want to swing China this year. I'm not a fan. I don't know where I'm going to go. That's what I mean. Last year I went to Asia because I've never really been there. We went all over Asia. Was it Indonesia, Malaysia, South Korea, China? It was good. And maybe I would I? I don't know if my career's going to get too high before that could even be a possibility. But I've got so many leagues running. I'm not picking anything. I want to see how natural it can be. Like this move here was completely natural. I didn't have to resign. Are they going to get themselves back into it? No, I didn't have to resign. I didn't have to put it to a vote or anything. We just did it. It just happened naturally, and I like that. Do you know what I don't like? And I'm going to say this. I want to rant about this. Women drivers. Now, I know 99% of my viewers are men because I've seen the YouTube stats. You might agree with me. You might not. But in the minute, so much shit going on at work. Oh, good goal. Maybe it's because of the weather. But every time I see something stupid, like on my way home, then a woman just swerved right across 3 lanes and tried to crash into the side of me. Oh, they're back into it. No. Go on, ref. Checking goal review. Yeah, every time I look down, it's a woman. Always. Or an old man. But, yeah. Anyway, 2-1. Come on, boys. You can do it. Do your jobs. Don't collapse. They have collapsed a few times, as you've seen, but against them big teams, the fact that it's like we competed with a couple of games where we took the lead away as well and doing well. You could just see the tiredness. You could just see it just slipping away. Oh my God. Right, here he is. Ivan Delic. Go on, lad. Finds Mina. Can we get another goal right at the end? They've put all that pressure on. No, we can't. Just hang on. Just keep the ball. Just 1-2 it. 1-2 it. Let's see what. Just leave it. Don't piss about. Here he is. Torres on the left. Don't know what you're doing, mate. I'm excited, though, to see who's available as well. Is there any good freebies about? Oh! That was awesome. What's brilliant. I love stuff like that. Powerful shots. Well, I wasn't expecting that third goal. The last 10-15 minutes, they pounded us. So well done, lads. Shown character. A lot of these lads are good enough to stay. It'd be interested to see who they do. And I promise you, next episode, we'll have a good look at the squad. Well, the budgets have just been set and there's nothing to shout about. So I am going to have to generate some money. And I think I can. I know there's a couple of players leaving anyway, I think, on freeze. I couldn't do anything about. So that'll free up some money in the wages. So, yeah, I'm just excited. I love this game when it's like this, where it's a challenge and I've got to work and figure things out. Well, that's not the kind of news I was hoping for. Facilities downgraded and we ain't got no money to improve them. So that's a step back, innit? Like a kick in the balls. Now, one thing I was happy with, because I don't know if I've ever noticed it before, is when I'm doing a badge. I don't even know if I have. While I'm doing a badge, I've ever left and gone to another club. But I was a bit worried in case, because Supernova paid for my Continental Pro license, would it be scrapped? But it's not. I'm still studying for it. Hopefully I'll get towards the end of it. Stats are looking half decent. Pretty chuffed with them. Attributes, of course, haven't changed, I don't think, since last time we looked. They will improve, I reckon, once I get my pro license and hopefully keep improving. Yeah, we're not improving no facilities. I need to generate some cash. I think we really do probably need to sell some players, and even if I get $1 million, $500,000, 100 grand, we need to improve it and then give some of these kids a chance. Because if I put the whole squads together and arrange them by potential, look at those star ratings. The only annoying thing is some of them lads can't play till they're 17 years old, which is really frustrating, because that David Jagustin, the second one down, is a good player. That's annoying. It is annoying, but it is what it is. You can only play the cards you've been dealt. So as always, thank you for watching. It's massively appreciated. You guys that are sticking with the series. Hopefully you're going to enjoy this enough and want to know what happens next and come back for episode 5. If you are brand new, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you all hit that notification bell and you won't miss it. You'll be able to stick with it. But it's massively appreciated. Your view is the most important thing. But thank you if you give me a thumbs up or a comment, or you do subscribe, or you become a patron. All that is, honestly, I love you long time for it, because it helps not only my series but my channel. And I love doing this, and I couldn't do it without you. So thank you as always. And before we go, quickly, I know we never played a game in it, but that's the cup final. I thought like it'd be a Dynamo thing. I thought they'd be completely dominating everything because they are miles ahead of anyone else. That gives me a little bit of hope, maybe. Well then, mate, what a season, eh? Proper proud, proper happy. And to think they're all laughing that I've brought a chief cone placement officer with me. Those lads did not know what hit them, did they? When you put them cones out and they had to run around them, they'd never seen anything like it. And look where it got them. Look where it got us. I love you long time. I love you so much. I treat us to a right nice bottle of expensive red wine. Sit here now, have a couple of days off, relax. In this place, this is where we stay when I take over. I don't trust Greeno. Christ. It was up to him with being a freaking caravan drinking White Lightning cider. No bed. So you can have a glass with me. Alright, what are you doing? You've got 5 escorts in the villa. Really? I'll come with you. Don't tell them.